Greece is known for its ancient temples, mythology, and stories of powerful gods, but scattered across the country are places that still raise strange questions. A church where trees grow directly from the roof, a mysterious pyramid-shaped mountain, a sanctuary where ancient priests believed snakes could heal the sick, and a river once believed to be the gateway to the underworld. In today's episode, we scan some of the strangest mysteries hidden across Greece. Welcome to the Scanner Files. In the mountains of Arcadia stands a small stone church built in the 12th century. At first glance, it looks ordinary, but when visitors look at the roof, something unusual appears. Growing directly out of the top of the church are 17 large trees. Their trunks rise high into the air, yet the small stone building beneath them remains intact. The roots of the trees cannot be clearly seen, and despite their size, the structure has not collapsed. According to local legend, Saint Theodora prayed before her execution and said that her body would become a church, her hair would become trees, and her blood would become a river. Some believers say the miracle happened exactly as she described. Scientists have studied the structure for years, but the survival of the church beneath the weight of the trees remains difficult to explain. In ancient Greece, one of the most famous healing centers in the world stood in Epidaurus. The sanctuary was dedicated to Asclepius, the god of medicine. People traveled from across the ancient world seeking cures for illness, but the treatment was unusual. Patients slept inside the temple during a ritual known as incubation. During the night, priests believed the god would visit the patient in a dream and reveal the cure. Sacred snakes were also kept inside the sanctuary. Historical accounts describe the snakes moving freely among the patients as part of the healing ritual. Archaeologists later discovered stone carvings left by visitors showing the body parts they hoped to heal. These artifacts provide some of the earliest records of medical conditions in the ancient world. But the combination of dreams, rituals, and sacred animals makes the sanctuary one of the most mysterious medical centers in history. High above the Peloponnese rises Mount Taygetus, the tallest mountain in southern Greece. Its highest peak, known as Prophetes Ilias, has an unusual shape. From certain angles, the summit appears almost perfectly pyramidal. When the sun sets, the mountain casts a shadow that resembles a giant pyramid across the landscape. Some researchers believe the formation is simply the result of natural geological processes. Others argue that the symmetry looks too precise. Over the years, the mountain has attracted speculation that the peak may have been altered in ancient times. There is no evidence confirming this theory, yet the strange geometry of the mountain continues to spark debate. Every year in the village of Markopoulo on the island of Kefalonia, a strange event occurs. In the days leading up to the religious feast of the Virgin Mary on August 15th, small snakes begin appearing inside the local church. The snakes move across the floors, climb onto religious icons, and sometimes wrap around crosses. Locals call them the miracle snakes of the Virgin Mary. What makes the phenomenon unusual is its timing. The snakes appear only during the days of the religious celebration. Once the festival ends, they disappear again. Many of the snakes also carry markings on their heads that resemble small crosses. Some residents believe the appearance of the snakes is a sign of blessing, while others see it as a mystery that science has not fully explained. In ancient Greek mythology, the Acheron River was believed to be one of the entrances to the world of the dead. Its name is often translated as River of Woe. According to legend, the souls of the dead gathered along its dark waters, waiting for the ferryman Charon to carry them across into the underworld. The The price for the journey was a single coin, which is why many ancient Greeks were buried with a coin placed in their mouth or over their eyes. Without payment, it was said that the soul would wander the riverbanks for 100 years before finally being allowed to cross. Ancient writers such as Homer, Plato, and Virgil described Acheron as one of several rivers that flowed through the underworld, along with the Styx, Lethe, Cocytus, and Phlegethon. Each river had its own meaning. Acheron was associated with grief and sorrow, a place where newly arrived souls first confronted the reality of death. Near the real river in northwestern Greece stood a mysterious sanctuary known as the Necromantion of Acheron, often called the Oracle of the Dead. This temple was believed to be one of the few places where the living could communicate directly with spirits from the underworld. Ancient accounts describe strange rituals performed inside the sanctuary. Visitors would go through a series of purification ceremonies that could last several days. For thousands of years, travelers, philosophers, and believers have wondered the same thing. Why did the ancient Greeks choose this exact place to represent the boundary between the living world and the land of the dead? Some say it was only mythology. Others believe the location held a deeper spiritual meaning that has been forgotten over time. Either way, the legend of the Acheron River remains one of the most mysterious and haunting connections between ancient myth and the real world. Across Greece, these locations blur the line between history, mythology, and unexplained phenomena. Ancient temples, strange natural formations, and mysterious religious events continue to raise questions thousands of years later. Some mysteries may eventually find scientific explanations. Others remain part of the legends that have shaped Greek culture for generations. For now, the file remains open. Thank you for watching. This has been the Scanner Files, scanning the world for anomalies. Until next time.